Hi everyone, my name is Hanwei, and here today I'm gonna talk about my project about pattern recognition. And my project name is Handwriting Recognition. And my instructor is Dr. Wu Dapeng. So my project will talk about four parts. The first one is introduction, the second one is algorithm, the third one is evaluation, the fourth is conclusion. So let's start with the first one. The first one is the introduction. So before the project, we need to know the research background. So the handwriting recognition is a technology that a computer can recognize people's writing words or numbers on paper, photos, touch screen, or other kind of medium. It is mainly used in OCR. And during the years of research, researchers have put what they have achieved into reality and provide an efficient way for the handwriting recognition. The object it mainly used studies how to make computer automatically recognize people's handwriting of Arabic number on touch screen. The second one is the research purpose. Why do we do this project and what's the worth of it? So the Arabic number is most widely used in the whole world. It demands no culture differences between countries, in which case it is easier for researchers from different countries to share their perspectives. The recognition of Arabic number has fewer types, so it is better to do some analyzing and re-examine some new theory. And although people have gotten into handwriting recognition for a very long time, still there are many aspects that computer cannot reach. It is still a hard problem for the whole world. So we met some difficulty during the research, and the recognition of Arabic number is harder than the word or other symbols recognition. The main reason is that each number it has no big difference, and also people from different countries may write the same number into multiple different ways, which increases the difficulty for recognizing the Arabic number. The second part is the algorithm. So in the project, the main algorithm we use is the naive Bayes algorithm. Naive Bayes algorithm can construct a classifier called naive Bayes classifier. So it is a family of simple probabilistic classifier based on applying Bayes' theorem with strong naive independence assumptions between the features. So there are a few steps when we are involved in that algorithm. So Bayes' decision is the basic method in statistical model. The basic idea are as follows. The first one is we know the formula to density of class probability and prior probability in advance. This is the assumption that we know in advance. The second part is we can use Bayes' formula to transform it into posterior probability. The third one is we can classify the decision through value of posterior probability. And finally, after we get all this, we can get the result we want. For example, there's a D1, D2, D3 event, which are a classifier of a sample S. So PDI stands for the probability of event DI happens, and PDI is greater than 0. So any event X belongs to S, Px is greater than 0, so we can have formula as follows. This is the naive Bayes formula. We can use it to calculate the posterior probability. So in the project, my solution to deal with the handwriting number on touch screen is the first thing is that we need to prepare some input files to make the computer know that it is the right thing. The second is we manage those samples. Binarization the samples. We use arrays of binary image numbers to record value of every pixels. This can be stored into a matrix which the pixel in the matrix stands for certain numbers as the figure below. The third part is we calculate prior probability. We use the formula, and the fourth is we use the formula to calculate class probability. And the fifth part is we use the naive Bayes formula to calculate posterior probability. So after we get the result, the max value among them is the thing that we want, is the right result. so it is the right number that the computer can recognize. The code implementation is like follows. So the code consists of five parts. The first one is used to define the size of a map. So let's say we can input from Arabic number from 0 to 9, so the size of a map should be 10, and the max number that can be recognized should be 0, or should be 9, so we define 9. The second part is draw view. Because we use the Android system, so we need to define like human interface version, and we need to define what color of every button and which button is the right function, and what we can click and what we can do about the interface. So this is a class about that, and this class called main activity. So it is a class about that. It defines the reaction after we input something. So if we click one button, we need to NER something, then this class defines that action. So it's like a interface between people and a computer. So the fourth part named paths. So this path records the user's handwriting patterns. So it is the same function like the PowerPoint we talk about this part. We transform the number to the matrix form. And the fifth part of the code is, this part is all about the naive Bayes classifier. So it is all about the calculating things. How do we calculate the prior probability, and how do we calculate the posterior probability? And we need to return the maximum one, and we need to decide which one is the right answer that we want to get. So the third part is the evaluation. So I'm going to demonstrate my the thing that I made to demonstrate a little bit. So this is the handwriting recognition interface. This is interface. This is the Arabic number we can input. So if we firstly want to make the machine NER something, we need to input and make the machine NER that. So we input 0 and click 0 to make the computer know that it is this kind of form is called 0. And we input 1 to make computer NER it is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after we input the Arabic number, it means that the computer has already NER'd about it. So we need to recognize the number. So now, for example, I input 2. I want to make the computer NER that if it's 2 or not. So we click this button, so it can return the right answer. The result is 2, and it can also return other probability of other classes, and we return the one which is closest to 0, which is closest to 1. If we want to recognize like 4, so we just click this one, it can return the right number. So if we want to empty the database and rewrite again, we want the machine to re-NER the input again, we can click this button to empty the database, and we can make the computer NER it again, and we'll recognize again, so it is the right number. Okay. So the final one is conclusion. Because this algorithm is very widely used in pattern recognition, so the algorithm can also be used into other kind of recognition, like junk email filter and other kind of things. So, and also this project involves the basic stuff, and the processing time is a little bit high, and the probability of correctness is not that good. So this code actually may not well performed. It may have some errors when we have some similar features about a number, and also that there's no deny that there must be have some better method for solving recognition problems. But as for right now, I think this algorithm, the naive Bayes algorithm, is still the main trend all over the world. So possibly there are some modified version of algorithm which can be more accurate and have faster running time. So I wish I can keep learning this kind of knowledge after this project is done, because I'm really kind of interested in it. Thank you for watching.